Hi, I'm Larry Karaszewski, and right now we're going to look at The Heartbreak Kid, easily one of the best comedies of the early 1970s. It was recently remade by the Farrelly brothers and Ben Stiller. I never saw that version, but I'm a huge fan of the original. Now, the original movie was sort of financed outside of the studio system, so sometimes it's been very difficult to see on DVD, but it's worth tracking down. It's a great movie. Let's take a look.
Neil Simon wrote it. Elaine May directed it. The Heartbreak Kid.
This movie was created by three comedy legends. As the ad line says, Bruce J. Friedman conceived it, Neil Simon wrote it, and Elaine May directed it. It started off as a short story called A Change of Plan, written by Mr. Friedman for Esquire magazine back in 1966. I love his stuff. He's a cutting-edge satirist, wrote lots of books, and did the play Steambath, which was later filmed by PBS and used as Pledge Week fodder for a decade. He's also the father of the artist Drew Friedman, one of the few bona fide geniuses that walk among us. This movie is Elaine May's second film, after the wonderful A New Leaf. Scott Alexander and I once wrote a remake of A New Leaf, but it never got made. It was very faithful to Elaine's original draft, more of a revival than a reboot. Elaine initially became famous as part of the Nichols and May comedy duo. She's a really funny actress. Mike Nichols went on to, of course, an amazing directing career, but Elaine sort of petered out after this movie. She makes the Erisatz Cassavetes film Mikey and Nicky and the huge disaster Ishtar. The Heartbreak Kid is her best movie. It's the one where everything works. And it also might be the Neil Simon screenplay that least resembles Neil Simon's work. He's not going for joke, joke, joke every second. I think the whole movie is great because the three talents, Elaine, Bruce, and Neil, really blend together well and kind of provide a checks and balances to the excesses they were known to go off on alone. Elaine May gets amazing performances out of her cast. Her daughter, Jeannie Berlin, gets an Oscar nomination here, well deserved. Eddie Albert from Green Acres also gets a nomination. Cybill Shepherd's beauty was never used to better effect. And Charles Grodin is just brilliant. I think this might be his first leading role. When it was first released, the movie got compared a lot to The Graduate, and fairly so. Both are about young, lost men making wild choices in their love life. Jeannie Berlin didn't ride her Oscar nomination to greater fame. She kind of disappeared, so it was a very pleasant surprise when she showed up in fine form in Margaret, Kenny Lonergan's really terrific movie from a few years back.